Alright, people, welcome back to another chapter of the House of Da Vinci. Now, in the previous one, we were sent to Borgia's hideout, which we were successfully able to infiltrate, only to figure out that in the last minute, he had actually tricked us and trapped us in the most magnificent way possible, I must admit, actually. But either way, we were able to escape. Thankfully, he didn't hurt us, and now we have to get something like an amulet to him so that we could exchange it for the glove. Now, let's begin, shall we? I wonder what will happen in this chapter. Since we're still in Rome. Ooh, a new map. Wow. Oh, wait, this is actually like to the Vatican City, right? Since if I remember clearly, he did mention getting the amulet from the Pope itself, which is in Vatican City. Wow. The Pope's Chambers, Vatican. Okay, let's see now. But first, let's see what the book says. Well, nothing special as of yet. Let's just start with the chapter and see what happens. We'll be in with Luca since he's also a friar.
Now we must wait before they present us.
Okay.
I would be calmer if Leonardo was with us here, but we couldn't possibly include him as the Order knows him well. And according to Borgia, they are beholden to the Pope. At least we will attract less attention.
Okay.
Must still be careful though. Julius II is cunning as a fox.
Alright.
I indeed know him from before. When he was but a cardinal, he was always straight-hard and never afraid to use his brilliant mind to fulfill his goals.
I see.
Did you know that when he became Pope, he confessed that his new name is not in honor of St. Julius, as most cardinals expected, but after Julius Caesar?
Oh, really?
He is a good man, and was the situation different, he would make a great ally. It seems we have a few moments, so let's go over our plan.
Yeah, okay.
After I tell the Pope why I came, he will surely want to speak to me privately.
Sure, okay.
Hopefully outside his study.
Let's pray.
In the meantime, you will have to get there and find the passage leading to the amulet.
Okay, leave that to me.
I will try to distract him for as long as possible, but you must return to the audience room before we are back.
Count on me for that matter.
I can't wait for this to be over. I'm as nervous as a cat.
You'll be
Just
fine.
a quick prayer to St. Francis. Or rather, maybe to all the saints. I hope God will forgive me this ruse against my old friend.
God understands everything, sir.
Luca Bartolomeo de Pacioli with an escort. The Holy Father expects you.
This is it then.
Garb of a Franciscan, face of a rascal. This could only be Luca Pacioli. It's a pleasure to meet you again, old friend.
Holy Father, you honor me greatly by making time for me. Allow me to introduce my pupil and protege, Giacomo of Ferrara.
Pleasure meeting you, sir.
This is your pupil. Boy, you should regard your teacher highly. He is a wise man, even if he lacks seriousness. But as Dr. Angelicus said, of all the soul's passions, sorrow is the most harmful to the body. You are surely aware that many duties stem from my station, and I'll have to apply to them by the time the bells toll evening Angelus. But until that time, you have my full attention. I heard you have important news for me. What is it?
Your Excellency, I heard about the righteous struggle you lead against the Borgia family. Maybe I could do my part to help, turning the proverbial wheel of justice?
Not here, my friend. Let us go for a walk through the gardens. There you can tell me everything.
Just as we all had thought. It's happening.
Giacomo, you wait here. This is only for the Pope to know.
Sure, I understand.
In the meantime, boy, you can pass the time reading. I'm sure you will find a book that will interest you.
Thank you, sir. I'll keep that in mind and I'll surely check it out. Good, they're gone. I hope Luca will be okay. I'm actually kind of worried about him. Palazzo Apostolico, Vatican. Ordo Iustitalis is, if we trust Borgia, under the Pope's control. This means that if we want to negotiate with Pope Julius II, we must do so without Leonardo, for whom the order is still searching. Luca knows the Pope personally. The Pope is said to be a man of wisdom, although short-tempered and lustful for power. Luca believes that if he had all of the information, he would make the right decision in time. But time is a luxury we are desperately short of, so we have no choice but to act behind his back as Borgia proposed. Julius II's hatred of the Borgias is well known, so his attention will be occupied by Luca telling him where Borgia is hiding and adding some details about his activities. Perhaps the Pope and Borgia will delay each other, but the main reason for this conversation is something else. I will take this opportunity to sneak into the Pope's study and find the secret room in which the the amulet of Ordo Iustitialis's Grand Master is supposedly hidden. Exactly according to plan. The Pope wanted to talk to Luca alone about Borgia, and they went to the gardens together. That means I have the perfect opportunity to look around. The Pope mentioned that he had until the evening Angelus. I think I can trust Luca to make sure he returns only at the sound of the Vatican's loud bells. The bells summoning for the Angelus must be my final signal to leave. The Pope may have locked the study behind him, but when did a mere lock stop me? That's true. That is so true. I've got skills no one can compare me to. Hope the guard didn't hear me. Oh well, let's make this quick. Wow. How big this study is. Folks back in the day surely had such spacious study areas. Gotta admit. Hello, Julius Caesar. You've been dead for a millennia now. For centuries now, I'd say. When Luca told me on the way that Julius II had chosen his name not as a tribute to Saint Julius, but to the Roman Emperor Julius Caesar, I was quite skeptical. However, looking at the decor of his study, I probably owe Luca an apology for my distrust. Yeah, he's not wrong though. Oh well, let's see where we can start. Let's check by looking at Hey, what's this? C3. Nothing much in here. Let's check the desk, see if we can find something. Yeah, there's something missing. Aha, here it is. The stone rosette. Oh, sorry about that. Now that this is adjusted. What's this letter? With the last remnants of the Borgia stench finally banished from the papal halls, I can devote myself to doing what God has ordained me to do. Rome must become a beacon again, to shine hope on God's chosen and burn the infidel barbarians to ashes. We need an empire where the children of God feel safe. The time for war will come, but first it is a time for renewal. The only thing left unsullied by the hands of the Borgias in my eyes is the statue of a horseman from the Battle of Anghiari, given life by the talented master Leonardo da Vinci. Unsullied hands, statue of a horseman. I think he's referring to the one that is on the table on the just opposite of this desk. I would like to see more such works produced under my patronage. To that end, I have employed another Florentine master, Michelangelo Buonarroti. Buonarroti. Michelangelo. Wait, did he just mention Michelangelo? I've heard of him quite a lot. Michelangelo Buonarroti. Among other things, I had him design the Basilica of St. Peter, which will become the dominant landmark of the Vatican. May it forever be a symbol of devotion to God and a demonstration of what human hands are capable of when led by a higher power. Michelangelo. So he basically made the St. Peter's Basilica. This must be the statue he's talking about, I suppose. Michelangelo Buonarroti. So that's his full name then. I mean, everybody thought he was. I mean, we all knew him as Michelangelo, but the last part of his surname reminds me of roti, or the chapati that I eat at home. How funny. I climbed the spiral staircase to an upper wooden floor. The lower part of the room showed the Pope to be a man fascinated by the Roman Empire. A man who was relentless and militant. This part of the room gives his character more depth. There are dozens, perhaps hundreds of books with different themes, not all of them religious, and a model of a basilica resembling the works of old masters. I wonder what secrets I'll discover here. I mustn't forget to take advantage of the view offered by the ornate balcony above the room. Maybe I can spot something I missed earlier. Alright, let's take a look. Is it just me, guys, or does this look like a chessboard to you? So that C3 we saw earlier must be something of one of the rows of the chessboard. How ingenious. Model tower. Let's go here. This must be the St. Peter's Basilica. Well, now this was easy. Now they have to be set in a certain order, starting from here, and here, and here, and here. The chess piece. Looks like a castle. Or a spiral staircase type tower of the castle, I suppose. Now I remember earlier that this actually room, these tiles are like a chessboard. So something will happen if we set the chess pieces in a particular manner. Okay. So let's see then. If we look at C3, if this is C3, assuming this is C4, C4 the tiles must be where this table is. That is that of the statue of Julius Caesar. And this one will, and since we have one here, this will go to C4, which is over here. And then there's C3 and F3, so C, D, E, F. Yeah, C3, D3. So D3, D4. I'm sure you guys are seeing my cursor, right? My stylus, which is giving off this cursor. It's actually useful though to explain things. So D3 here, D4, D5, D6. This bishop will be here. D6 is over here. And then the horseman is on F4, which is I'm pretty sure the horseman which is on the table earlier. And I think I know what this staircase represents. It represents this chess piece. And since it's almost on the same column of the C column, it'll be at C3, C4, C5, C6. So it'll be here, C6. No? C3, C4. Let me try looking at it the other way around. I made a mistake. I put it in A column. Sorry about that, folks. C3, C4, C5, C6. Yeah. SPQ. Wait, what is that written over there? It said SPQR. SPQR. Yeah, it stands for Senatus Populus Q Romanus. It's Latin for, I think, Senate and the people of Rome. Yeah, something of that sort, yeah. Senatus Populus Q Romanus. A secret stairwell. Yeah. Alright, let's go here. Let's open this weird mosaic tile over here. We only have up until the evening anglers, so I suppose we have some time left, I suppose. Okay, so these arrows can be present in a particular direction. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this will go here, and then here. And then if we do something like this, no, not like this. Like this, no. Or I can do like, let me start with this blue one. It'll go down here and then here. And here, yeah. Okay, it'll go from here and here. So down here. Like this. And like this. Yeah, like this. And like this. Yeah. We're here. Wow. And to think this whole room is the size of a football field, man. Or the size of an auditorium. Was right underneath the Pope's chambers. I was finally able to blah blah blah. Yeah, I was finally able to enter the hidden chamber beneath the Pope's study. Right in front of me is a large, majestic statue. According to its attire, it is one of the Pope's predecessors. In the center of his chest is an ornate badge under a glass lid. That must be the amulet of the Order's Grand Master that Borgia sent me for. It's amazing what can lie undiscovered just a few dozen feet from where hundreds of people pass through every day. I've heard all sorts of tales and secrets in the Vatican many times before, but I never suspected that they were based in truth, let alone that I'd ever seen any of them with my own eyes. Yeah, man, the world is full of unknown wonders. What's this key? Your Excellency Pope Gregory the Ninth. Friedrich II challenges immutable truths and undermines the authority of the Church. A prime example is the way he handled the crusade. Your Excellency ordered him to take Jerusalem. And what did he do? He could have sent those infidel dogs into hell itself, but he would rather break bread with them. He followed the letter of your command while absolutely rejecting its intent. The following story is a similar example. Friedrich wondered what language the first man had spoken, and with that thought alone, he ignored the natural order since the time of the Tower of Babel. Babel ya Babel? Eh. But his sin is far worse. In an obsessive desire to answer a question that Lucifer himself whispered to him, he had babies taken from their parents. Aye, that's sad. He isolated them, and the wet nurse who took care of them wasn't even allowed to speak. Really? Unsurprisingly, without maternal love, the children died. Friedrich did not repent. Instead, he executed the wet nurse so that his sin would have no witnesses. There is no other way to put it. He's the Antichrist. Your devoted monk, Selim Ben, 1230. If this is 1508 and this was written, if this is the year 1508 and if we subtract it from 1230, which is the time when the letter was written, just a minute guys, if this was written in 1508 and this was if this is 1508 right now and that was in 1230, then that letter is 278 years old. Man, such antique relics existed in that time as well. What do I have to do in here anyway? What's that? Metal shrine model. So this is where I have to put the key. And this is a metal cylinder with arms, which has to be adjusted. Sensor base? What is sensor? I think is it the type that gives us smoke, like when you put ornamental oud? What will it do though if we put it? What the? How the hell is that moving by itself? I can't just turn back, my time is limited and I need to reveal this mystery of the secret chamber. Right. Right. Okay, let's see now. I think we'll have to switch that red arrow to wherever to reach it till the end. Sprinkler part. Yep, it does look like a sprinkler or a sprinkler head to be precise. I like how the bells rang. What's this relic? Oh my god, there's a bone inside. Relic of Saint John. So they basically put a bone inside of this ornamental cartridge and call it a relic. Gotta admit, the Vatican's folks always have a proper way of remembering their dead. So much odd. So this is where we put the relic. Shiny shell. And this will go in here. Medallion of Dawn. What does that mean though? Illuminati sign? Wow, it's a hologram in smoke. So cool, man.
That day, God sent Paul II a vision, and he saw where his enemy was hiding.
What? Who's talking? Who's there?
The Pope has called all the devoted to God and the Church, for the time of reckoning has come.
Okay, did you guys see that? The light. It seems that the light from this part was actually reflecting onto these mosaic windows. What's this Illuminati symbol though? Does the Vatican actually believe in the Illuminati? That could be a major conspiracy though. Nothing could have prepared me for the voice that suddenly echoed throughout the room. At that point, I thought our plan had failed and someone had discovered me, but the mysterious voice merely commented on the scene projected in the smoke rising from the sensor. I don't know how it's possible, but it looks like the creator of this room has found a way to record a human voice. Yeah, for those of you guys who couldn't hear it, first scene. That day, God sent Paul II a vision and he knew where his enemy was hiding. Second scene. The Pope has called all those devoted to God and the Church, for the time of reckoning has come. Okay, now with all of that mumbo jumbo aside, we'll now have to arrange these discs in a certain order. Okay, I think I understood what to do here. This will go here, and here, and finally here. Yeah. Pavlus II. Probably written Paul as in Latin, I suppose. Look at these mosaic designs though, it's so beautiful, I must admit. What is this? Ceremonial plate. This is where we put it in, I guess. Is that a glove of some sort? So we'll have to find out this jewel and then bring it up. Disc with a redstone. Where should I put this? Over here? Yeah, over here. Nothing happening. Let's see what's in here. Oh, we have to use the clock arms to run this thing, huh? The Medallion of Noon. Okay. Let's put it here and see what's the next part of this narration.
Paul II led Christ's faithful to cleanse the sins of Ordo Justitalis. Before the noise of battle had died down, the cowardly members of the Order destroyed the gate to the Temple of Wisdom.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a feeling, folks, that there's some sort of like a light or projector type light behind these mosaics, and every time whenever we put the medallion, it gets triggers the mechanism connected to it, which results in the light projecting the mosaic's pictures into the sensor smoke. And as for that voice, God knows where that comes from. A sword? Eh. And a broken gate, I guess. Yeah, it's like a gate, I suppose. Now this is the third scene. Paul II led Christ's faithful in cleansing the sins of Ordo Justitalis. Yeah, what sins they probably done. Then the fourth scene. Before the noise of battle died down, the cowardly members of the Ordo destroyed the gate to the Temple of Wisdom. So they destroyed the original gate then, huh? So that's the whole deal. And that's how Leonardo got to know about the plans then. Okay, now we have to arrange the squares and the circles in a particular order. Don't ask me how I'm doing this, because honestly I'm also wondering it myself, that I'm just probably doing it by luck. This 4, I think maybe, or this has to mean something. Okay, this is kind of confusing now. What is that supposed to mean? Why is it not working? The circle with the 4, with a square 4, and the square with a circle 4. I need to figure it out. Okay, I think maybe I figured it out. 2, 2. This is 2 and 2, by the way. Okay, 2, 2 and 2, 5 and 2, 3 and 4, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. This is saying 4, so 2. Do you think it should add up or something? I'm not sure though. 2 and 2. I think we should also do the same as well. Okay, so 2, then 3 and 4. And yeah, done. This better be the last of the narration. There's the medallion, but it's held from. I can't take it like that from Mother Mary. Mother Mary. So from here, there should be So we have to match press the buttons that match these symbols. There's a fish and then a cross. And then there's a cross and a Illuminati sign. The red stone bust of Augustus. Who's to say? Okay, who's that fellow who's lying in there? I don't want to know, but it looks like that guy's been dead for centuries. Let's see if we can open this. Ooh, a letter. And a stone bowl. I believe my predecessor, Gregory IX, was a little hasty in his judgments about Frederick II and the gate. Frederick was certainly a complicated and sinful man, but a devil's servant, unlikely. And as for the gate to the Temple of Wisdom, no one in the Vatican has ever seen it. Whether it is a gift from the devil, God, or a mere legend is something we can only determine when it is in our possession. And that could be soon. My men have finally returned with success. We know where Order Eustatialis meets, and their fortress has no moat, no drawbridge. Its only defenses are solid walls. But I fear that rather than being a sign of arrogance, it may be a trap. They would convince their enemies to lay siege, which would then be broken with the help of miraculous devices or unexpected connections. But no defense will help them against a swiftly executed surprise attack, and no shield can stop a dagger in their back. A supply corridor, hidden, concealed, and out of the fort guard site. No wait, no shield can stop a dagger in the back, and a supply corridor, hidden, concealed, and out of the fort guard site will serve as an entrance. Written by Pope Paul II, 1465. Pope Paul II, doesn't his initials, that is, take the first letters, the first letter of each of his name, Pope P and Paul P, it'll be like PP II. Also, that's what he's talking about. So there's a cave that leads directly into the fortress, huh? Incredible. It was 65 cairns. If I look at it, if I go back to the first entry I made ever since I started this game, is when I got that letter from the book that fell out of the book. Yeah, PP II. That must be Paul. That was Pope Paul II who wrote that. And if that was written in 1465 and it's 1508, wouldn't that make it as 1465? Was it 1465 or 68? Yeah, 1465 minus little me 3, then 4. 45 years ago then. No, 43 years ago. Isn't it? Yep, it's 43 years ago. Finally. Thank you, Mother Mary, for the Medallion of Dusk. Now we can finally put this and hopefully get the amulet.
The order fell before the Pope's power, but he was merciful, as the Lord teaches us. And so Ordo Justitalis became an instrument in the hands of the faithful, as it should have been from the beginning.
Also, that's how Ordo Justitalis came in under the power of the Pope. Fabulous. This is a heart. And this is faith, because that one looks like a cardinal's headdress, I suppose. The fifth scene. The order fell before the Pope's power, but he was merciful, as the Lord teaches us. Then sixth scene. And so Ordo Justitalis became an instrument in the hands of the faithful, as it should have been from the beginning. My guess was correct. There really is a device in the hidden chamber that is capable of recording and playing the sound of a human voice, but it doesn't look like anything I've ever encountered. Perhaps this is one of the miracles Ordo Justitalis brought back from their expeditions to the Temple of Wisdom. Even if that's the case, someone must have put enormous effort into understanding the machine's function. At least enough to adjust the voice coming out of it. Yeah, true. There's always knowledge. If we fill this with water, then what will happen? I think there's always a secret. There's something that there's the way we should put these tiles in order. There's actually a way for that. There's a, if you go by the scenes though, God sent Paul II a vision. So this must be vision.
Vision.
I was right. And he saw where his enemy was hiding. Devoted to God. That is this one, men praying.
Vision. Congregation.
Yeah, congregation. Then the third scene, cleansing the sins of all the Aristoteles, which is meaning this one.
Vision. Congregation. Siege.
Siege, yeah, siege. And then this, and then they broke the temple of wisdom. Then merciful, that is that love sign. And then there's faith.
Vision. Congregation. Siege. Destruction. Mercy. Fulfillment.
Yes. It's just within reach. Oh shit. The evening bells of the Angelus. God, I have to hurry. I heard ringing of a large bell. It must be the evening Angelus. I need to take the amulet and get back as fast as possible. Hurry, man, hurry. We can't just simply leave it behind. Oh, it's beautiful. Grandmaster's amulet. Now that this is done, I'll see you guys in the next one. So, adios.